So what did you think of the whole protest?
I thought it was really informative. I really enjoyed listening to the various speakers. I thought that I enjoyed listening to how Starr presented things because he did present it in a very orderly way. But I hate his position there.
I thought that time went by incredibly fast because it's a monumental time, even though it seems small, but it's monumental within the LGBT community, and this is the beginning. This is the beginning. It's not the end.
It's one of many beginnings.
Yes.
I thought the most interesting part of the whole thing was the people who were attending it. Like, it was really kind of scary and comforting at the same time to see the mix of people that were there, like all of our supporters, and you know,
half and half.
it was about half and half. It was really, really just interesting to have that in my face again because I had kind of forgotten it since the election time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to a protest station.
It was a big reminder, like, it is split evenly. I mean, I'm in my little cocoon in Livermore, and I think everybody loves me, but you know,
there's a lot of
there are a lot
gay people around there. I mean, that's how, you know, Puppy passed in the first place.
Exactly.
I felt really inspired by today too.
That van was ridiculous, though. I'm sorry.
The van was
That was the funniest part.
That was the funniest part.
The fan was hilarious. Was that from Westboro? Do you know?
What?
Was that from Westboro, like the Baptist church?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, but it might have been. Oh, that would be so funny.
I wonder what he was gonna play.
I know he had speakers.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I was glad that George came with the quarterlies.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, that was really nice.
Oh yeah.
They kind of disappeared after a while, though.
No, the one thing I kind of had a problem with, it was like all those friends that I know that Gabe brought, like, they're awesome, but they left about halfway through to go drink.
Is that what they were doing?
Yeah. Like, one of the guys came back, he was like, oh, just threw back some vodka and an energy drink. It's like an espresso. I was like, no, it's like vodka. It's not an espresso. It's the middle of the day, dude. You're drinking at 11. I think you have a problem.
And alcohol.
I was like, that's nice.
And what do you have to say?
About the whole protest?
Oh yeah, whatever.
It was so shocking because it made me, I was like, oh my god, I want to get into politics.
Yeah.
Because it was really interesting, you know. I'm glad that, like, I understood, like, the huge verbiage that they use, that, you know, things kind of process, and you don't realize what they said until 30 minutes after they've said it. Suddenly you're like, oh, when people around you are clapping, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Right, yeah, it does take a minute to process, just because there were so many people. There's like, what do I pay attention to?
Unalienated rights be to Mr. Starr.
They had jacked that guy, though. The guy who was...
Oh yeah.
They did. Well, he deserved to be attacked.
The judges really were, you know, not letting them have it off easy. They didn't let the people against Proppy have it off easy, too. But they, you know, there was that small period towards the end where they were just like,
yeah, they were like, your arguments are a little bit weak. And he's like, well, I don't really have anything else to say about that. I realize my argument's kind of dwindling.
I know,
he changed the subject when they were, like, drilling him.
I know, he really
just like any,
like, I want to get back to the whole one dimension about the function.
Just like any politician.
Come again? Or lawyer.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
That's what he was. Any person pushing their agenda, they do change.
Well, they have a pretty good law school there.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. Like the whole way he was like, we're not trying to invalidate their marriages. We're just trying to do exactly what it says in the Constitution, to say that their marriages are not valid or recognized within California. If they go to another state, then yeah, they're perfectly married. We're not going to tear apart their Constitution.
But if you put that in your amendment, that the marriages before the actual votes would be invalidated, then the proposition likely wouldn't have passed.
Like if you would have put the whole retrospect thing there, and so they had to get through the whole deal. What was the intent?
Yeah.
What was, what did people think was being passed? And then they referenced that whole debate. They kept bringing out that one. It was so surprising how one tiny little phrase in the whole debate for the initial Prop 8 hearings was used so much when they were talking about where and when.
Yeah, they
whenever
did.
And
That was really essential.
And that was a part of a counter argument.
Yeah, it was. They used that as a counter argument to him, being like, "Why was this said? Like, why is this? Was this said within the whole? She said it was buried in the whole language.
Yeah,
it was buried in the counter argument.
Would not understand
yeah.
Which is absolutely the truth.
For sure.
And I mean, like slime balls like him, they take advantage of that kind of thing. And not just take advantage on it, they're betting on it.
Yeah.
They rely on it.
It shows kind of butterfly flaps and swings on one side, and a couple months later you have a tornado over here.
Witness to what was about to happen when we left.
Everybody, once our side was like, oh, okay, we're done actually paying attention to what's going on. Okay, we'll go join the idiots. That was really funny.
This isn't happening anymore. So
I just thought it was really funny how the SNA people weren't even watching it. The majority of them were just noise.
This is the thing that always gets me when I see those ESL 8 people. They're never there for the joy. They don't feel like they need to be there. It's always a case of I have to be here because they're very sober.
It's
not like I'm doing.
They're separate.
Yeah, it's like homework. It's not like I'm proud that marriage is between a man and a woman, and I want it to stay that way. Whereas we're like, gay pride.
But it's personal.
It is.
Yeah, it's on a personal level to
them, there's no personal thing, and that's exactly what I remember. That lesbian was with the blonde hair and the pink thing. I loved her though, but she brought up the whole situation where the majority will, if a situation does not apply to a majority, they will oftentimes try to set certain laws or certain actions that displace a minority and set against them. I mean, it's been done many times.
Throughout history.
And that's why the judges had to get involved, and that was the point trying to be made, was that this could not be left alone to the public. It's not an issue for the public to decide, because...
And I'm glad that they're recognizing that.
Yeah,
that could potentially be very scary.
How big is your card?
It's pretty big. It's a couple of
Is my arm going to hold up?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know, but
You're not showing me this. I don't like hearing myself.
Okay, shall I stop?